You thought the Verve Plus 2 was freaking cool. Take a look at this. This is the Marlin Plus 6.
Well done.
Yeah. Let's get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and you're watching another great episode of Bike Showcase on Toolbox Topic. I'm joined once again by my co-host Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are you?
Hello.
I can't speak this morning. Now, full disclosure.
I can't hear.
Right, so we're screwed. It's like that Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder movie, Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
That was a great movie. Joan Severance.
Man, if you're old enough to get that one, we love you guys. We appreciate you watching. For the last two videos, and you guys, well, I'm going to link them up top somewhere. Brandon and I have had issues. It's been a rough morning recording videos, but we're going to get through it. And we're going to get through it with the love and support that you guys give us, right? Right, I know. That's pushing it a little bit. So, all right. Anyways, back on topic, guys. We're here at the Trek Bike Store of West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona. And I'm not even going to worry about the rest because we're going to talk about this. It's the Marlin Plus 6. The entire world has gone electric. And just like I alluded to, the Verve Plus 2, link up top, this bike is now, historically, and we've done reviews on the Marlin 6, what a great entry-level bike it is. Now we have a front suspension pedal assist bike that's at $26.99, where the rail is at $5,000 entry level, so half the cost. And if you're looking for some light trail riding and a pedal assist bike, this could be the one for you.
Yeah, this is our entry level offering for a mountain bike that's pedal assist. I love selling this to people who maybe are going to go take it on an RV. Maybe they do those cross-country trips and they just need something to put on the back of an RV.
Right.
And, tackle just, going from the campground to a liquor store or something like that.
It's always about the bourbon with this guy.
This is great for that application.
Yes.
We'll run through it. I do think I might be getting ahead of myself a little bit. If you are actually going to want a mountain bike, a trail bike that you're going to be mountain biking on, I would advise you to get the Plus 8. There's a number of different better things on there. It's going to make it more trail-worthy than this one, but we can go through that in a little while.
Absolutely.
Let's run through this one real quick.
Yeah, let's start from the front and work our way back like we normally do on one of these.
So
suspension.
Another reason to go to the 8. It's a Suntour coil fork.
Right.
That's all you got to say about that. We don't have tubeless riding capability in the wheels, unfortunately, but you do have hydraulic disc brakes. Tektros, they work just fine. Again, for someone who's just going to take this to the campground and do some real light trail riding with the kids, just fine.
Aluminum frame.
Aluminum frame on this one. I'm sorry, I'm not sure which aluminum it is. Maybe you can read it somewhere on here.
I didn't notice, and we'll have the weight down below. I lifted it up.
50 pounds.
Okay, just under 50 pounds. I was going to say when I was setting it up, it didn't seem that bad. So,
getting to the motor, it's a new motor for Bosch. This is the Active Plus. Purion Active Plus has a 400 watt-hour battery and a 40 Newton meter.
So it's actually going to be a little bit smaller than the rail because the rail's got the 600 watt battery. The one I had 600 watt, and then like a year later they came out with a bigger battery. But yeah, so this one's going to have a little bit smaller battery, which means a little bit less time. And depending on what mode you're in is going to affect that as well.
And while we're talking about the mode, geez, they've made a really nice display. The new Puron Active display is beautiful.
It's a nice OLED screen.
Compared to the last generation. It's very clear. It's got great colors to it. It's very easy to use, and it gives you a ton of information. The last one didn't give you very much information at all.
It didn't. The last one was very
really good upgrade on that I'm really pleased with. It's nice to look at. It's just
best thing on the bike. The bell.
I'm taking that off.
Dang it, it's a selling point.
I know. But going back to the motor, it's a new motor for Bosch.
Right.
They boast that it's probably the most quiet one, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Because I really don't like that whining that you can get out of some of the motors. So quiet is better on that for sure.
It certainly is.
We'll see how it goes.
And it's nice too, I will say this, The 3 years I was riding the rail and the miles I put on there, Bosch was very good about doing firmware updates. It seemed like every time I came in for the general routine maintenance and everything, there was a firmware update. Or if I noticed something was going wrong, you bring it in and these guys hook it up to the computer, firmware update. And so I was happy with the support on the back end of that tech that Bosch was giving. So just side note on that.
Okay.
So, all right. So we've got the integrated battery now, because usually it's that RIB technology.
This one is not easily removable. You have to drop the motor to remove the battery on this guy. So it is a task to remove that, which again, as I always talk about in Arizona, we always love to be able to take the battery out
and take it in the house.
Take it inside the house. In this case, I would really suggest that we take the whole bike inside the house just to save it from the heat.
And remember that for transport too, guys. Not all bike racks can support 50 pounds. You know, you buy a pair of these and now you're over 100 pounds. It can cause fatigue. So if you're going to get a bike like this, make sure you're getting a rack that can support the weight. Because without the removable battery, that's it. You're 50 pounds. So
exactly.
So just on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Moving to the back, we have a 9-speed Q's. That's Shimano's new 9-speed
all-in-one
drivetrain. Meant to replace a lot of the old drivetrains and just simplify things a lot.
Right.
While I'm back there, since we're to the back of the bike, let's talk about what the 8 has. Because now if I start there, so the 8 is about $3,500.
Okay.
So it's almost $1,000 more.
Right.
Which is not chump change at all.
No.
But again, if you are taking this thing off-road, if that's your goal, is to be off-roading with this thing, I want you to have something a little more trail-worthy. Right. If you go to the 8, you're going to have the Dior 12-speed drivetrain on there.
Huge difference on that.
It is a nice difference to have all those gearing options. Again, you have a motor to help, so it's not as big of a deal, but it is a nicer drivetrain, certainly. You're going to have a tubeless ready wheel set ready to go out of the box. That's huge.
Which in my opinion is
huge. On the mountain
huge.
bike, I'm always talking about being tubeless on the mountain bike.
Right.
I'll always be an advocate for that. You're going to get a dropper post on the 8, and you are going to get a RockShox Gold air fork, solo air fork. That's a lot of stuff for $1,000 more.
Sure is. So when you think about it.
So again, it all depends. Think of what you want to do.
Right.
If you aren't going to be tackling, this tougher terrain, this thing is going to work just fine, and you save $1,000.
Yep.
But really, the 8 is also the sweet spot between this and the rail.
And the rail.
At $5,000.
Yeah. And
it's
I agree
probably
with
almost as capable as the rail.
Right.
Well, I don't know about that. That rail's a beast. But
and I'm telling you what, dude.
That might have been a stretch.
Yeah, I was going to say, Brandon, come on now.
It's a pretty good halfway point.
It is a good halfway point. And, this one has mounts for a back rack. Noticing here, you've got your water bottle mounts and everything like that. For maybe that person or that couple. Like Brandon said, they got it on the back of the RVs, or maybe you're just riding the canal pass and you want something a little bit sturdier, okay? And the most you're going to do is like maybe some compressed gravel or asphalt or something, a little bit of dirt here and there.
This bike will do just fine.
This is a great option. I think this is a nice bump from the Verve Plus 2, giving you a little bit more off-road capability. If your commute might be rougher or anything like that, there's some legitimate reasons why you would choose this. But yes, for the person who really wants to get out to like the White Tanks, Verado, Estrellas, anything like that up north, and you want to do some actual trail riding, you're going to have some drops and you're going to be, really banging it up. The Marlin 8 is the sweet spot for that. Yep. If nothing else, for the front suspension and the dropper post alone, those are two great options.
I mean, all those things. But let me point out that you would have never seen a Bosch mid motor at $2,600.
No.
A few years ago. So this is a huge step in trickle down technology that's really making a mid motor affordable to a lot of people now.
Absolutely.
That's huge.
And just like we saw in the other two videos we did with the AL5 Domane and the AL5 Amunda, where the difference was, I know I pronounce it wrong every time.
It's all right.
And it's okay, guys. Go ahead and blast me in the comments if you want to. I don't care.
It always reminds me of Famunda when you say that.
The cheese, Famunda. Name that movie, guys. We're seeing that great geometry, that race geometry, the endurance geometry, the 105 group, and that 12-speed 105 group. We've got all this great tech and a bike that's now obtainable for a lot of people, at that $2,000 and $2,300 price point. So again, Brandon's absolutely right. In 2020, you were talking $6,500 to even consider a mid-motor Bosch, and that's no chump change. That's a good used car, in some cases. So yeah, again, there's nothing wrong with this bike. There's, you know, it serves its purpose and it will serve it very diligently. Any closing thoughts before we wrap up, Brandon?
Nope.
Okay. Going side to side. And in all honesty, guys, I know we joke, I've got so many bikes for different things and everything like that. If I wanted a pedal assist to ride around the canal, like I was just going to park at the Quick Trip or one of the multitude of parking areas that are near the canal entrances and everything like that, I'm not worried about speed. I just want to pedal around, pack, water, some snacks and everything. Guys, this would be a great option, you know. My garage does not have room for any more bikes right now, though. It's time for me to thin out the herd and invest more in Esmeralda. So on that note, like, subscribe, bell notification icon. Why? It's a trifecta we enjoy so much here at Get Out Arizona. Helps out the channel, helps out the video. Links down below. Most important one is going to be Trek Bicycle Stores of West Phoenix. Follow that link. Call up Brandon and his great team down here of guys and gals. If you have any questions about today's video, if you have questions about any other video you might have seen, they will be able to help you. So, except for Doug. You got to bribe Doug with bacon if you're going to get some good service out of him. Trust me, okay? Bacon. You know, maybe parts first to Tacoma. I don't know. The other links, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, our social media, the devil's work, but it gets the word out for Get Out Arizona. Follow us there, show us some love. Group rides, group hikes, we do all kinds of fun adventures. The other links are affiliate links. They help us out with small commissions. You don't get charged anything additional, and we need money for gas, park passes, coffee. Even though I drink decaffeinated, I still love my French vanilla creamer. It's the other trifecta we enjoy so much around here. So on that note, my friends, let's go over the tenets one more time. Not that you guys don't already know them. Be kind to yourself and others. Be amazing stewards out on that trail, because we lead by example, and we have to ask, my friends, what are you waiting for?
Get Out Arizona.
Damn straight. We'll see you on that next adventure, my friends. Take care, everybody. Brandon.
Okay.
We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.